What we'll look at now is the queue setup. The queue drives not only the skill groups assigned and the agents therein, but also how the colour scheming on the right hand side works, which we'll cover in more detail. Additionally, it covers how the system will operate and how certain things like SLAs and due dates are qualified. To do this, you must be an administrator of versaSRS to get to that function. From the administrator menu, you will find a queue drop-down and the option to manage system queues. This will bring up the queue manage area. As you'll see, there are the three queues that I showed earlier. We're going to look at the Acme Service Desk queue. Simply select the queue, click the edit button, and that will bring up the manage screen. The queue manage area is broken up into a number of tabs down the left with content on the right. Under the General tab, you'll notice there is the name of the queue. This is the name that will be displayed in the application. Additionally, we have the primary display name. This is the name that will be displayed in outbound email. This is the primary email address of this queue, meaning that emails sent to servicedesk@acme.com will result in a ticket being created in this queue automatically. We do have some other fields for secondary and tertiary display names and addresses, which we'll cover in another tutorial. The default signature is the signature that will be placed into outbound emails at the choice of either the agents or by automatic system functions. In versaSRS, these text-based areas are HTML. However, a simple double-click will open them up in versaEdit. versaEdit allows you to create any style of textual object that you like in there, horizontal rules, colouring, and you can even theme it with styles, logos, and other elements. You can simply toggle between native HTML or what you see is what you get. A file save and close will post the changes back into the cell. At this queue, we can also assign the default priority start. As well as that, any default skill group that may be applied, a default agent, and some other elements which we'll cover shortly. The due dates are a very important part of the queue. The due dates define that when a ticket is logged in the system via email or by an operator, that an appropriate SLA will be set based on the amount of minutes and therefore the due date that will be applied when it is created. The due dates allow you for creation of working hours and up to 10 priority types. We can also assign a label which will be shown in the main application screen. You can define the number of minutes, and additionally you can actually set if those minutes are either relative to the working hours or by ticking the absolute box will effectively ignore the working hours and apply absolute times to those tickets. The visual alert space allows you to define a percentage within the due date that the tickets within the main screen here on the right will cycle through these particular colours when they reach that percentage of the due date. This makes it easy for system users to quickly, at a glance, determine which cases need to be addressed first, which ones are overdue, and which ones are brand new. There is an area for escalations, which allows you to have up to 10 escalation triggers and an email recipients list where the system will email those recipients when cases are reaching due date and have not been addressed. Within the system, versaSRS has the context of templating of emails that will be sent out to system operators to ensure that they are notified of what is occurring within the system. Additionally, automatic emails are sent out as soon as a ticket is logged out to the requesting party in what we call an open confirmation email. These are set within the open confirmation space here, and by double clicking will allow you to create your own open confirmation email message. As you can see, you can create any colour theme that you like, you could insert logos or any style that you choose. One thing you will notice is that within our templating system for emails coming out of versaSRS, we have the concept of tagging. versaSRS includes a comprehensive range of tags that can be drawn from the data within the ticket itself and injected directly into the email in question. So for example, in this email that will be sent out automatically to the requester when they send in their email, Dear PR first name. This is the primary requester's first name. Thank you for contacting the queue in question. Here is your call number relating to this problem, and it will automatically insert the queue signature. This will be done automatically by the system and doesn't require any human involvement. It can be turned on or off at any time, depending on the business function and need of this queue. Additionally, we have the area for a close confirmation acknowledgement. This will summarise that the ticket has now been resolved and we deem it closed. The difference between the open confirmation and the closed confirmation is the closed confirmation is not automatic. It is usually done as a part of the process in closing the ticket and is therefore acknowledged as a part of the process by an agent and sent off. Additionally, within the system, we have the concept of watchers. A watcher of a ticket, a skill group or a queue can be notified in the system when things are occurring, and they will receive a system alert notifying them of that change. This is very handy for people on the road, on the move, or aren't in the system all the time and need to be notified when things are occurring. As well as that, the operator of the case will receive due date alerts. The system will send the operator or the agent of that case an applicable due date alert to remind them that that case is falling due and needs attention. The system caters for quite a considerable number of templates. However, they are optional and they do not have to all be used. For example, this one here is left blank. If left blank, the system will not send out this message to any party, so it is completely optional to you as a user.